So a mother says to her teenage son, stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, your posture's horrible. So posture is a result of our default muscular strength and balance from front to back. Okay, so if we just pull our shoulders back, so I want to point out a couple things. Shoulders back is that. Shoulders also rotate, which is this. Okay, forward rotation, backward or external rotation. And that's a key point to fixing posture. But whenever a mother says to her son, stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, that's not really what we need to do. And our posture is a result of our default muscular systems working together. And that's strength and balance. So that's one thing. It's sort of ridiculous. It's like, sorry, but stand up straight, that's going to be okay for about 2 minutes. And then you're not going to think about it. And the body's going to, holding that position is going to be uncomfortable until we get the body functioning the right way and then develop the amount of strength and balance we need so that that's just our new comfortable position, is standing up with this in the right position. So the other thing is pulling exercises. So lots of exercises that will continue to keep us strong and keep your posture good. But if your body's not working the right way, then those exercises are not likely to work. And let me see if I can explain why. So I'll say this. So I had a period of 10 months where I had a bunch, maybe 4 or 5 hard cases for pulling exercises. So getting people to just do some back exercises, mostly rowing, right? We do pull downs, chin ups, pull downs, close grip, wide grip, pull downs, right? Lat pull down, or rowing, pulling this way. But what happens if somebody's body isn't working the right way up here is they pull and they recruit muscle that just is digging their elbows back. And if you watch my shoulders right now, I dig my elbows back and I can lean into it or just hunching this way, pull. But in order to optimally or maximally contract the back, we have to be in this position. And you can do that and feel. You cannot contract your back as fully until you do this. Then it all works together. So we have to pull so that our final position is externally or backward rotation of the shoulder and the scapula are pulled back and together. So this has to be our final position, which coincidentally is also the optimal position for pressing. And if you analyze or pick apart the movement for bench pressing, your shoulders, we talk about pinning your shoulders back and down on the bench and use that as leverage to push. That's the same position. You'll see guys, powerlifters, get down on the bench and pull their shoulder blades back and together, maybe arch up a little bit. That's our optimal position for pressing. Same thing, final position for pulling and maximally contracting the back. So here's the problem. People are accustomed, our posture's getting worse and worse because everything we do is out in front of us. So we hold, we grab, we whatever, and people's posture tends towards going forward. So we have to get balance, strength and balance, front to back. So back exercises, good idea, but if you can't do them the right way, then that balance is not going to correct. You're not going to be able to work all of the muscles in the right way to fix your posture, to create a new default resting position. So 10 months I took with some hard cases trying to figure out what can I get them to do to get back, get their hands back, doing some like a dip type movement, trying to get them back here and so that they could feel like they could control that position. I did everything under the sun. I must have tried a dozen things. And it was, again, over 10 months, because when I finally found the thing, I thought to myself, wow, I've been trying, I finally found it. I found the thing that resonates with people. I found the thing that people are able to just sync up their body, tune into their body and what movement they're trying to control. And it's this. So the magical movement and the foundation of my progression is this. So it's the rotation of the humerus bone and the shoulder. So we're gonna lean a little bit forward. We're gonna lean a little bit or arch back. We're gonna combine that with a rotation. It just turns out the best position is right about at this angle. Just your arms are sort of free to rotate and move. So it's forward and back, forward and back. And you can see how that rotation is more than you might think or expect. It's not just pulling forward and back with the shoulders, it's rotating also. And again, you can see that whole thing rotates quite a bit, right? So we're going to use our arms, rotating our arms and hands as far as you can, and then lift the chest. Rotate, lift the chest. Try to feel your scapula coming back and together. Try not to use people will use their trapezius and just pull them back. We're not pulling them back. We're rotating them down. So that's going to put your body in the right position in all of its parts, the scapula mostly. And as you get used to that, it's going to become easier and easier. And I have people, we work on it in the gym, and then they'll be at work or at home or whatever and say, you know what, I find myself doing this all the time. It's sort of addictive because you're getting used to a new thing, and I don't know, the body, again, it's a movement that's very fundamental to the body, and a bunch of different things that this applies to the body moving in the right way. So at first it is this, and I have people start to practice on that. You can lay down forward on a stability ball, a big yoga ball, and you can work against gravity that way. But I have them do that first for a week or two. And then maybe we'll hold on to a cable or a handles cable machine and put them here and just work on forward and back. So as your hands start to grab and move to do exercises, your brain's gonna be confused. So when we are doing this at first, you're gonna get good at that, and then you're gonna grab to pull, and your body's gonna revert back to the old pattern. So, so we've got to, just like learning a backhand in tennis or a golf swing, we're going to have to practice that precise movement until it becomes second nature. And it's, again, it starts with this. When I finally found this movement, and it was actually with a crisscross cable, doing this holding cable, but that's too complicated for the moment. This is simpler. When I first found this and had people try it, everybody just clicked in. So that was wonderful, and I've used it on hundreds and hundreds of people now. And that's the thing that will start to teach your body how to move the right way, and then allow you, after a fairly short period of time, will allow you to then grab on and pull, and all of this is going to move in the right way. And then again, you will be able to optimally and maximally contract those muscles. And the opposite movement, pushing, it applies to even a squat, not little bit to a deadlift. It applies to a lot of different postural stabilizing movements or positions and different exercises. But all of the pulling exercises, and in the comments, they mentioned face pulls. That's the same thing. If you're pulling this way, but going forward, you're gonna be doing the exercise, but you're not going to be feeling the right thing, and your body is not going to adapt in the right way. So face pulls are only going to be working the way you want them to if you can get into this position. And the same thing with close grip or wide grip pulls horizontally, vertically, or any other angle. And that's all I've got for right now. So I am going to have more in a video and more commentary on that. But for now, that's sort of the method. But it starts with this rotational movement and scapular control, and then it evolves from there. Again, I've got a video. I'll have to look and maybe do some editing and put a few different pieces together that concisely explain that. But I hope that is a good start. Let me know what you think.